Take a moment to find a comfy seat and welcome to Mindful Weekend Yoga. And if anyone is new, just a reminder, opt out of anything that you want to opt out of. And everything I offer is an invitation to try and see how it feels. Find your sit bones. Grow from the root of your spine through each vertebrae one at a time. Stretch the crown of your head to the sky and take in a breath, reconnecting to your breath. And a long, smooth exhale. And we'll do that one more time. A big breath in together, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I'll call that a collective breath, even though we're all in our Zoom or YouTube spaces, recognizing that we are in a collective around the world with other humans. And we're sharing the breath with the trees and the animals and the plants and all the things around us. Very often we feel isolated. And yet, as human beings on this planet, we're so very much connected to each other and to every living being and thing on this earth. And for today's theme, I thought we would explore, I'm going to call it fine tuning. And fine tuning is this idea of what you might like to have more of, or what you might like to have less of in your life. And these questions came up this morning because I'm doing a Women in Medicine lunch here today for our local medical society. And even more fun, we got the California Medical Association to sponsor it. And I usually, when I'm doing lunches like this, and I've done them in other locations, have people introduce themselves with a question. And so I was trying to think, well, what's the question that comes to mind right now? And that was the question that came into my head. What do you want more of? What do you want less of? And what do you want to keep doing or keep the same or continue doing? Remembering that we are not a self-improvement project. And that's where this idea of fine-tuning comes. So thinking in this moment as you sit and breathe, noticing if you would like more of your hands up or facing down or more of hand to heart, letting yourself listen to yourself and invite this idea of fine-tuning rather than a big plan or a project or something to accomplish. What might you like to invite more of? Maybe it's fun, maybe it's laughter, maybe it's dancing. Let whatever comes to mind come to mind. And if you haven't tried hand to heart, I encourage you to bring one hand to heart and the other hand to top. As you ask yourself this next question, what might you like less of? And pay attention to whatever pops in first, unfiltered, unconsidered. What might you like to let go of or do less of? And switching your hands, put the uncomfortable hand on the bottom, rubbing skin to skin, melting that cortisol, releasing a little bit of oxytocin, enjoying a physical act of self-compassion. And then what might you like to continue doing? Maybe it's joining me for yoga. Maybe it's coaching. Maybe it's hiking. Maybe it's swimming. Maybe it's sleeping more. Maybe it's journaling. What might it be that you would like to continue doing? Maybe it's even to continue practicing medicine. It might be that you want to do some things more or less, but that you know that you want to continue. Maybe you want to continue to be married to the person you're married to, or continue to live where you live. Whatever it is, let that be seen as well, what you might like to continue. And flip your hands once again in the opposite way, the comfortable hand on the bottom, the one you'll usually start with. Sending yourself some self-compassion for whatever came up. And this idea of fine-tuning or tweaking. Not that you're a project to be improved, and not that there are goals to accomplish, but what would you like more of, less of, to continue doing? A little tweaking, a little fine-tuning with kindness and compassion, and maybe even a little lightheartedness. Is there something you've done recently that you would like to do again that could be or more of? Come back to the breath, sending the breath everywhere to the tiniest little toenail and the tiniest fingernail, and sending it back out into the universe, perhaps to the trees if you're outside, or into your house where others that you live with might share it. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you feel complete, you can lower your hands and open eyes and shake things out a bit. Notice what it feels needed. And find those sit bones, reaching your arms up to the sky. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms to the sky, have a shimmy, stretch your back. Inhale, slight arch back. Exhale, round forward, sending love to all those muscle fibers in your back that might be tight. Reaching as far as you can. Drop your head and neck, letting them release. Notice these subtle shifts. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Root downward, reach taller. Exhale, twist leftward, not twist, tilt, sorry. Inhale, come back to center. Tilt rightward, root the left hip down as you tip rightward. Come back to center, tip leftward, root your right hip down. And once more, use your core here to support your spine and tip to the right. Come back to center. Opening your arms wide, palms will face front. Wiggle your fingers, draw your arms back a couple of inches, open your chest. Round them forward into a huge beach ball, sucking your navel back, enjoying all the things you're collecting, all those things you might like more of. And opening arms wide, let your heart shine forward. Once more, round forward, scooping up the good stuff. Let your head fall forward as you move, and open wide, arms out. Lower your hands towards the earth and reach them up like snow angels or sand angels, just wiping clean the slate. Bring your hands to your sacrum, interlace them, press your fists to the floor, shoulders down and back, drop your chin, and stretch your neck muscles, stretch your shoulders. Bring your gaze back to center, release your hands, bring them out wide, and we'll come into eagle arms, elbows matched, elbows to shoulder height. Send some love to your shoulders here, maybe have a little rock. Noticing what you might like to release. What are you holding in your shoulders that you might like less of? Drop elbows to your belly round. Inhale, lift back up to shoulder height. Press your elbows against each other. Release. Opening your arms, pressing them into the side walls or into space. Stretch your fingers wide. Pinch your scapula once again. Release and wrap your arms in the opposite direction into eagle arms. Pause here. Lift up and round forward. Inhale, come back to neutral, shoulder height. Press elbows against each other. Release. Open your arms wide. Lower right hand to the floor. Face your fingers towards the front of your mat and reach your left arm over. Bend to the right elbow. Root your hip downward. Inhale, stretch your fingers as far towards the right as you can. Exhale, gaze over the left shoulder, draw your left arm back a wee bit. Come back towards neutral, Switch sides. Left hand plants, fingers reach towards the front. Reach your right hand over, wiggle fingers, root your right hip down. If you want more wiggles and lightness, wiggle your fingers. Inhale, gaze over the right shoulder, draw your arm back, gaze up, open your heart a tiny bit, and come back to center. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears, pinch, massage, and release and let things melt. Come to hands and knees. Knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders. Inhale for cow. Enjoy your belly and your lower back. Stick your rear end up towards the sky. Exhale, round into cat. Let it feel really, really good. Inhale for cow. Let yourself be a lucky cow, a West Marin cow roaming the beautiful mountains, gazing at the ocean. Round up your belly, suck your navel all the way to the sky. Drop your head and neck. Come back to tabletop. Turn your fingers to the outside edges of your mat and have a little rock. Stretch the forearms. Come to stillness. Turn your fingers towards you. You'll notice a big stretch in your forearms. You may or may not want to rock here. See if you can allow the stretch. Notice if you're resisting. Notice what it feels like to resist, potentially that tension. Maybe you want to resist a little less as you move forward in life. Take a moment to press the thumbs into the earth, the index fingers, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, and reverse directions. Noticing subtle is significant. Noticing these tiny little shifts. Picking up your toes and wiggling them. Lower your toes down. Bring your fingers to face forward and slide forward into Sphinx pose. Glance the front of your hips into the earth. Elbows will be under your shoulders, palms flat. Untuck your toes and send some love to your lower back. Gaze forward. Let your heart shine forward. Drop your shoulders. Let it feel really good. Let it feel amazing. Pour the breath all the way down into your belly, into your solar plexus, sacral plexus, that's below the belly button, even your root chakra down there. Exhale the other way. Inhale, send it all the way to your tippy toes. Exhale, flush it out. Let the inhale be a bit of those things you might like more up. Maybe as you inhale, you'll think of things. All the way to your tippy toes and exhale out. Curl your toes. Press back to child's pose. You can do toes together, knees apart, or come into the pill bag. You choose. Do what feels good to your back. Take 3 breaths here. Go inward. Get your belly out of the way if it happens to be in the way. Let your heart hang forward. And breathe. Pour the breath all the way into your belly, lower groin. Maybe all the way to your tiptoes, and let it out through your fingertips. The breath is considered life force or energy. So re-energizing yourself by breathing all the way in and all the way out. Come back to tabletop. Walk your hands forward a wee bit, curl your toes, and press up to downward dog. Enjoy it here. Potentially walk your dog. Maybe come to stillness. And just notice how it all feels. Let this be a spine stretch. Root your sit bones to the sky. Lower your forehead to the floor, towards the floor, and your heels towards the earth. Bend your left knee, press your right heel towards the floor, earth, and switch sides.
Come back to center. Come up to your tippy toes. Lower your forehead towards the floor. Rock your hips. Lower your heels. Walk your hands towards your feet. Come into a forward fold. Let yourself sag. Release your lower back. Release your hands and reclasp them at your sacrum. Let them fall forward. Enjoy the shoulder stretch. You may need to do some wiggles here to find room. Bring your hands to your sacrum and unroll inch by inch by inch by inch, releasing everything, coming up to stand, and pause for a moment standing in your Tadasana. Notice how you feel, shaking things out. Lift up all 10 toes and root them downward. Draw the earth's energy up through your legs into your belly. Grow your vertebrae towards the sky. Reach the crown of your head to the sky. Take a big inhale. Let the heart be light. Exhale, drop into Tadasana or mountain pose. Let your palms, fingers face forward, and just notice how you feel. Reach your left arm towards the sky. Right fingers reach towards the floor, and stretch your entire left body, coming into, say, a crescent moon. And switch sides. Left hand reaches down, right hand reaches up. Use your belly here. Come back to center. Arms will reach out wide. Twist rightward, using just your belly, gazing as far over the right shoulder as you can. And come back to center and twist leftward. Use your belly here, holding everything steady. And come back to center. Lower your hands down by your sides, and we're going to sweep them out and up. Slight arch back, palms will come together, drip forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Your back is flat. Stick your rear end out, lower down. Inhale for a half lift once again. Hands will come to your shin. Your back is flat. Your rear end sticks out. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep your arms out and up, circling them around, coming back up. Palms will come together, drip them forward, bring them to hand to heart. Lift up onto your tippy toes, coming into that balance. And we're going to slowly bend our knees, lower down towards the earth, inch by inch, smidge by smidge, till you reach the earth. Staying up on your tippy toes. Pause at the bottom. Take a moment here. See if you can close your eyes and stay balanced, seeing how coordinated your ankles are. Opening eyes. And you'll slowly press into your legs. Use your legs to rise up on your tippy toes and lower them down. Lift up all 10 toes. Root them down. Bring your hands down by your groin. You're going to root your right leg downward. We're going to come into tree pose. Right leg is the tree trunk. Kickstand your left foot. You can slide it up to your shin, all the way to your inner thigh. You choose. Find steady. And when you're ready, send your branches to the sky. Wiggle your fingers. And take a moment here, inviting the idea of what you might like more of. Bring your hands together, index fingers steepled to the sky. Root your tree downward and rise towards the sun. Open your arms out wide to a T while still in the tree. Bring your hands back to heart center. Draw your knee forward. Stretch your leg long. Wiggle your toes. Stretch your ankle. Bend your knee. Send it forward. Bend your knee. Send it forward. Bend it and lower down. Shake it out. Roll Roll the right ankle and come to stillness. Send your left tree trunk downward, using your toes, lifting up all 5 toes, rooting them downward. Kickstand your right foot, hands to heart, palms together, and come into your tree. It might be a calf tree, it might be inner thigh tree. More is not better. Reaching arms, branches upward to the sky. And breathe. Interlace the fingers, steeple your index fingers, grow tall, taller and taller. Open arms wide to a T. Pause here. Draw that right knee back a little bit. Engage your right glute in case it's not. Bring your hands to heart center. Draw your knee forward. Extend your leg and bend. Extend and bend. Last stretch forward. Bend your knee, shake it out. Oof. Come to the top of the mat if you're not there. Bringing hands, circling them out and up towards the sky, slight arch back, and we'll hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, lower down. Plant your hands, step back to plank, and pause here for a moment. Find steady. Press back to downward dog. Raise your left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog, even hips. Roll your ankle here in the 3-legged dog. Big breath in, stretch your heel to the back wall. Gently bring your foot between your hands, cartwheel up into warrior 2. Let it feel good. Flip your front palm up and stretch back to peaceful, elegant warrior. Enjoy this stretch here. Cartwheel into side angle. Cartwheel back to peaceful, graceful, elegant warrior. And come back to warrior 2. Straight your front knee, reach your left hand forward and drop into Trikonasana or triangle. You can use a block if you want or not. Roll your right shoulder back, hand back if you have room. Gaze up if it's okay for your neck. If it's not okay for your neck, don't do it. Rise upward. Bend your front knee. Tip back to graceful, elegant warrior. And cartwheel back to warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands down to the floor. Come into a high lunge here. Your back foot will be facing forward. Plant your right hand, twist leftward. Come into that easy twist. Engage your left glute. Potentially bring your left hand into your right hip crease. Roll your left shoulder open, gaze upward. Reach your left hand to the sky. Lower it down. Hop your back foot forward. We're going to come into pyramid pose here. A regular pyramid. You can grab blocks if you feel like it. Remember to breathe. Two more breaths here. Bring your back foot forward to meet the front foot, and you're going to widen your feet. Come into a yogi squat. Bring your elbows to your inner knees and your palms together, sinking down and low. Closing eyes if you can. Checking in. Thinking about this fine tuning here, any knowledge that pops up in this unusual squatting position. But this position does get you into your creativity centers, your root chakra and your sacral chakra. And you might know something here that you don't otherwise. Lifting up and out of it, let your toes come forward, come into a forward fold. Plant your left fist on the floor in the middle of your feet. Bend your left knee, twist rightward, reach your right hand to the sky. Switch sides, bend right knee, plant right fist. Come back to center and unroll all the way up to stand, reaching your arms out and up. Palms will come together, dripping them in front to heart center. Pause here, take a few breaths. Notice how you feel. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your toes outward into a second position. Bend your knees, coming into goddess pose with your hands still at heart. Sink down as low as you can with your knees, noticing your knees should be over your ankles towards your toes in line. Lift up your left heel and lower it, and your right heel and lower it. And maybe both. Lower them. Sink down. Straight your knees, and you'll heel toe your feet back towards the center. We're going to come into dancer pose. Root your right leg downward. Bring your hands to your hips to start here. Bring your knee up to hip height, your left knee. And you'll sweep it behind you, grabbing it with the left hand. You may stay here. This might be nice and just a stretch. You can reach your right arm to the sky. You choose. And if you want to tip forward, go for it. If you want to kick your left foot into your left hand, do that. Let it feel good. Remember to breathe. Notice if you're holding your breath. Bring your right hand back to your right hip, coming upward. Enjoy a little bit more of a thigh stretch and release, shake it out. And we'll come to the other side. Root your left foot downward, hands to your hips is probably the easiest, but you choose. If that doesn't work for you, that's what works for me today. Bring your right knee to hip height and grab it behind you. Enjoy the stretch. Reach your left hand to the sky. Enjoy that stretch. You do not have to overdo this. If you wish, tip forward. Let it feel really good. Rising back upward, you can bring your hand back to your hip. Enjoy a little bit more of a stretch. And release, shaking it out. Come to the top of your mat again, reaching your arms out and up. Slight arch back, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale for that half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step right back to downward dog. Enjoy it for a few moments. Notice here if anything wants to stretch or be walked. Gaze at the view between your legs. Maybe gaze at your 10 toes. And thinking here about that question, what do you want to continue doing? What's working in your life? What would feel amazing to keep doing? Acknowledging what's going well. Not because some things aren't, but because why not? And actually intentionally doing the things that are working, continuing to do them feels really good. It's the easiest way.
Raise your right leg to the sky. Roll your ankle, reach your heel to the back wall or into the maple tree. Big inhale, pouring it all the way to your toe. Exhale gently, bring the right foot between your hands and cartwheel up to warrior two.
As gracefully as you can, or not, as the case might be. Whatever you've got today is exactly what's needed. Bend that front knee. Notice if it's in line with your ankle and your toes. Make sure your foot doesn't need to move forward a little bit. Sink it into your hips. Gazes over the right middle finger. It's your drishti. Flip that right palm up, tip backwards into elegant warrior. Cartwheel into side angle. Use your hips to do this steadily. And once again, up into reverse warrior, elegant warrior. Graceful. We're going to go with that today. Cartwheel back to warrior two. Straight your front knee. Reach all the way forward. Come into Trikonasana, triangle. Let it feel really, really good. Cartwheel back up. Bend your knee. Flip once more into graceful, elegant warrior. Notice if you're unsteady, find steady. Notice if you need to engage your glutes or your hips or your toes. Where have you lost it? In a non-judgmental way, of course. Cartwheel towards the earth. Come into that low lunge. You're going to turn your back ankle to face forward. Twist into the easy twist. Notice your back knee. Is it wonky? Straighten it. Ooh. Bring your hand back to the outside of that right foot. Hop your back foot forward. Come into pyramid pose. And let things happen if you can. Notice any resistance. Using the breath. Perhaps letting the exhale be some of those things you like less of. See if you want to tuck your hips in one way or the other. Hop your back foot forward to meet the front. Sink down into chair pose. Your rear end's going to go way back. And your hands can reach all the way forward or not. See if you can sink a little bit lower. See if you can lift up all 10 toes. Use the four corners of your feet. Lower them down. Sink a little lower. Shoot your hips up. Drop your head. Release. Engage your belly and unroll up to stand however you would like to be. And take a moment here to pause and breathe and reorganize if that's what's needed. Just to check in. Wiggle fingers and toes. And I want to come into warrior three because it sounds fun. So step your right foot forward here on the mat if you wish, or off. You're going to shift your weight into your right foot and reach your left foot behind you, bringing hands to heart, and you can tip right into warrior three. A little bit different way to get in than we usually do. And you can fly if you wish, or arms forward, you choose. Do what works for you. Let it be fun, let it be light. Maybe press pinky fingers, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumbs together, palms together, if they're together or not. And gently rise back up. Bring your knee in front of you. Extend your leg, bend your knee, and lower down, shake it out. And we'll do the opposite leg. You're going to step your left foot forward, hands in front of you, and tip forward. Find your balance. When you've found it, you can spread your arms wherever they want to go. Engage your right glute here. Wiggle your fingers. Bring your hands to heart center. Press each fingers against the other. Press your palms together. Engage your right glute and slowly rising up with control. Bring your knee in front and lower it down. Shake it out. And I think we'll come to lie down. I do not have my watch today, so well, making it up. So come to lie on your back because that feels fun. And let yourself settle in. Let the earth hold you. Notice the ground beneath you. Notice each finger touching the earth and each toe. And take a moment here to melt in and to also consider here what you might like more of. Actually, I think I'd like to lie on the ground more. Something I spend not enough time doing. If your knees are bent, stretch your legs long and stretch your arms long above you. Stretching long and tall. Walk your feet to the left and your hands to the left, coming into crescent moon or banana. We actually have a full moon right now, but embodying that moon energy, the sort of wisdom and clarity that's in there. Maybe here, tug your right wrist leftward, right ankle atop the left ankle. Creating space for the things you'd like a little more of. Coming back to center, walking things to the right. Switch sides, switch the clasp of your hands. Tug, enjoy. Let it feel amazing. Creating space in those tiny nooks and crannies for things you just like a little more of. Maybe it's a little more sunshine or a little more movement. Not overcomplicating, keeping it simple. Uncross, coming back to center. Bring your hands back down by your hips. Walk your heels towards you and press up into a bridge pose. Shimmy your shoulders underneath you. Shoot your hips all the way up and let it be a really active full bridge here. Notice if your knees are squenched and wiggle your feet a little farther forward. Shimmy your shoulders under you a little bit. Reach your hips up. Notice these tiny subtle shifts. Potentially lift up all 10 toes and the ball of your feet onto your heels. Lower them. Lift onto your toes. Lift your heels up. Reach your hips to the sky a little more. Lower down. Untuck. Unroll one vertebrae at a time. Till you arrive. Let it be messy for a moment. Bring your feet a little more in line with your hips. If they're not, you're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. Thread your hands through and come into a figure four. Press your right elbow into your right knee and enjoy the release in the right hip Ankles are flexed to protect your knees. You might press your elbow into the right knee. You choose. Reach that left leg to the sky, the heel. Lift up your head. Reach your head towards your knee. Point your toe and flex your ankle. Spread your toes. Point your toe. Press that heel to the sky, hands and hamstring connect. Slowly lower your head to the earth. Release your hands. Release your, put your left foot on the ground. Reach your arms over your head in an easy cactus shape, untucking anything. Twist towards the left, coming into that figure 4 twist. Enjoy your hips, your right glute. If you wish, gaze rightward. Remember to breathe. Pour the breath in. Make any tiny tweaks you wish. Here. Gaze comes back to center. Knee comes back to center. Uncross and recross in the other direction. Bring your hands through. Grab your right hamstring and come into figure 4 here. Flex ankles. Enjoy it. Maybe roll your ankles if that feels good, or wiggle your toes, or press into the left knee. You choose. Let it feel great. Extend your right leg. Bring your forehead towards your knee. Point your toe and flex your toe. And point and flex and reach the heel to the sky. Press your hamstring into your hands. Bend your knee and roll your upper body back to the earth. Release your hands, drop your foot, and come into the figure 4 twist on this side. Drop your foot and your right knee to the right. Gaze leftward if you have more room. Let this feel also amazing. Bring your gaze back to center and your knees back to center. Uncross your knee, feet, whatever there. Bring your soles of your feet together. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining butterfly, hand to heart, hand to belly, and check in here. Remember to breathe. And just notice. Notice what you hear. Maybe what you see if your eyes are open, what you smell, what you taste, what you feel, what you might like more of or less of. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your thighs. Draw your knees together and your feet apart. Bring your arms over your head and windshield wiper your knees as slowly or quickly as feels good to your back and hips, not overdoing it. Come back to be knock-kneed when you feel complete. Massaging your sacrum. And we're going to come into Shavasana. Getting yourself into a super comfortable space. If you want a bolster or a block, do that. If you need to do something else first, do that. feet up the wall is amazing if that feels good. Take your time to get yourself really, really comfortable. And take in a big, huge, deep breath. And a huge exhale. The next breath, breathe it in all the way through your belly, down your legs to your toes. And flushing it back out through your mouth and nose. Squeezing all your muscles tight. Even your face as squinching as you can. And release. And let your breath happen on its own. Releasing control of all of your muscles, thoughts, everything. For a few moments here, letting the earth hold you. Letting yourself be, integrate. Letting things settle, marinate. Maybe like this snow globe, settling down to find clarity. Letting yourself have a few moments to simply be here on your mat, to rest, restore, notice. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Slowly wiggle fingers and toes. And enjoy a truly delicious stretch. Whatever thing your body is craving, offer it that. Might not even be a stretch. Maybe it's a hug or something else. Let that happen, whatever it is. And when that feels complete, roll over to one side and pause. Pausing to think about fine-tuning. What is one thing you might like to do a little more of or a little less of today? What are some things you would like to continue to do? And when that feels complete, slowly make your way up to a comfortable seat where we began. Send your root downward. And I invite you to reach your arms overhead, interlacing your fingers and your pointer fingers to the sky, enjoying a big stretch tall, and potentially rounding forward, pointing those fingers forward, releasing your back. And coming upward, once again, grow as tall as you can, tip leftward, inhale, exhale, rightward, Coming back to center, opening your arms out and giving yourself a huge hug and a squeeze. Thanking yourself for taking the time to practice today. Unwrapping, stretching wide, reaching your shoulders back, a little pinch of the scapula, and a huge hug the other way. Squeezing tight, letting yourself enjoy it. Noticing the skin to skin, the pressure. And untangle. Lowering hands, shrug your shoulders up and release. Let yourself melt for another moment here, letting things settle and integrate. Bring a hand to heart and another hand atop. Checking in with your heart here, now that it is much more relaxed, spacious, hopefully. And asking that question once more, what might you like more of? What might you like less of? And what would you like to continue doing or keep the same? Thank you all so much for practicing with me this morning. May you all have a beautiful week ahead, inviting a little bit more of those things that you would love to have more of, and letting go, releasing a few of the things that you'd like to spend less time and energy on. And appreciating, acknowledging, and noticing, and continuing to do those things that feel aligned and bring you joy. Namaste.